Hi, thanks for joining us on Real Estate Insiders. I'm Danny Poulos with the Elite Lending Team at FEMBI. Our guest now is Bill Mate from Paradise Real Estate International, and he's also the chairman of the marketing committee at the Jupiter Tequesta Hope Sound Association of Realtors. And we're going to be talking about how real estate agents use marketing meetings in their respective associations to promote their properties, learn more about real estate in the area, and really help them become experts. So Bill, give us a little background on yourself, and later we'll talk about why you're wearing a baseball jersey, and we'll get right into it.
Well, I look forward to that. I'm the owner of Paradise Real Estate International. I've been down here for about 8 years, selling primarily luxury properties in the Jupiter area, primarily waterfront areas, but we obviously sell all type. And it's been a great experience. I'm from New Jersey, outside of Princeton, so live here in Paradise, and that's how we picked the name, Paradise Real Estate.
Beautiful, and I know you've been doing it a long time very successfully. So what we're going to talk about today is every association has some kind of marketing meetings. The big ones up by us would be the RAPB Roadshow and also the JTHS Home Run. Essentially the same thing. It's a way for people to have a broker open house for their properties that are listed, right?
Absolutely.
So who goes to these meetings?
Well, first of all, we're not the only association to have
right.
all, Palm Beach, Martin, St. Lucie. It's a very common thing. Some people call it marketing meeting, which we used to. RAPB is now the home run. And it's a great opportunity for brokers, realtors, business partners in our case, to come, to meet, to mingle, to network, to know each other, but more importantly, to see what's on display this week. It's a great opportunity for any realtor who has a buyer, a seller who's interested in selling, to put that home and make it forefront with everyone. So they have a broker open house. We do it on Thursday mornings, and most associations do. The realtor can come, he sends pictures in advance, talk about the property, show pictures of it, shows advantages, shows where it is, and really have a dialogue with all the other realtors and business partners who are there about this. It also gives the other people an opportunity to ask specific questions. How much waterfront is the bedroom downstairs? So for that other realtor who attends, it gives him knowledge to take back to his own organization.
Right, so just to be clear, everybody knows what an open house is. They're used to, putting out
signs,
cookies and refreshments and signs and balloons, and people come in that might be interested in person in the house or learning more about it. We're talking about a broker open house, which is really designed for other agents to become familiar with the inventory that's available,
correct.
Right?
Correct. An agent, a real estate agent, will primarily do a broker open house or an agent open house on Thursday in preparation of an open house to the public on Sunday.
Right.
And it's really amazing. Sometimes when you put that sign out, you get the public in there anyway.
Right.
It's a great marketing tool, and it doesn't cost anything. And it has so many benefits, which we can probably get into, and I can give you several examples.
So for starters, just to get the basics down, you've got a room full of agents, many of which have open houses they want to display that day. Everybody's getting up, giving the details on their house that's for sale, their listing, and the other agents are not only learning about that particular property, but there's also an exchange where they can get more details, so that because they may have a buyer very much interested in what you're presenting.
Well, that's more importantly, and all the brokers, it's a very diverse crowd.
Right.
Some people have open houses, and some people have buyers.
Right.
And some people are there to find out what's coming on the market. So it's a great interchange.
Right.
And plus, you get to know, like I got to know you get to know people, so that if you do have a buyer, or I have a seller, I can call people who have particular things in the past. So you make that bond, that relationship, at no real cost. It's free, and it's a great basis. Last week, we had about 4 new members, which it's ideal for because they don't have clients. They can't go to the communities. They don't know too much about the market. So for them, I sat there, and their eyes were wide open.
Right.
Because it was such a great thing.
And they're learning about all the communities that are available right now from real experts.
From experts, people who sell in those areas, yes.
And I think, talk about experts, I think it's an important thing because that's how those people become experts.
Right.
By attending this type of thing and learning about all the different subdivisions in an area and the differences between one and another, right?
Absolutely. Like, as I said, when I first came, I didn't really know the area.
Right.
So I went to a marketing meeting and I was able to go to 5, 6 different areas: gated, ungated, waterfront, not waterfront, boat, ramps, HOA fees, and you learn that if I was waiting like most clients to find a client to take to those places, I would never get there. So my knowledge increased exponentially by coming to these meetings, by meeting the other brokers, and more importantly, you create a bond with the other brokers. So if I have a question now, and it happens to be Admiral's Cove, for instance, they could call me and say, hey, what about this? What is the membership rules? Because in every community in our area, if it's a club, the membership rules are different.
Right.
And it takes a long time to understand the differential, what's required by the club. So it's a no-brainer.
It's not like everybody has to be an expert at everything, but it's nice to know an expert you can ask. And that's when I sit in on some of these meetings, that's what I say. You can pick out that person's an expert in this, that person this. So that's when you say, talk about a bond, once you know somebody, you're not putting anybody out if you're calling the expert to get more information with the client you're working on.
Yeah, and you'd be surprised, someone will talk about it's 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, blah, blah, blah. Where really they want to promote it more, and some of the other people say, what are the HOA fees? How far it is to the water, what's near it. So you bring out the whole entirety of that property, and what's more important is you're displaying and you're marketing your property, but the agent here is not only telling for themselves, their buyers, but they're going back to their agency.
Right.
And they're telling the other 10, 20, 50 brokers about, hey, I really saw a hot property today. You should really come see this. This is a good way. Do you have a buyer for this? And because we're all in the same business, as we've talked several times, we're not in competition. If I have a property and you have a seller, or buyer, we all work together, and that's how it works. So I want to give you as much information as I possibly can to make the deal.
Okay, so you've got agents with listings they want to promote. You've got agents with buyers looking to fulfill particular needs.
Right.
What else would go on typically in a meeting that would be of advantage to agents?
Well, I think we're forgetting a very important segment of people who also attend, and that's our business partners. They come, obviously, to learn about the market, but also to get this networking that is free again. And breakfast is often provided, so you get breakfast and you get to meet everybody and there's no cost to you. But like for somebody like you, Danny, who needs a mortgage, you have a new broker, person that doesn't know you, and now there's a mortgage question, you're there to answer it. So your expertise comes into play. The expertise of all the business partners come into play, and it's just like a wholesome coordination of activities around the purchase of the sale, where everyone is involved and everyone wants to make a sale and everyone is happy because they're dealing with people they know and trust.
Most people in business down here are involved in some kind of networking groups, so that they can commune with people from other businesses and send referrals back and forth. I think sometimes that point is missed in that our various real estate associations are some of the largest business networks down here, and if you really treat them that way, then these Thursday morning marketing meetings can be a keystone for your business, whether you're a real estate agent or whether you're a business partner.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about why you're wearing a baseball jersey and the new program at Jupiter Twist, the Hope Sound Association of Real Estate.
Well, the marketing committee meetings, some are called caravans, some are called other things. Our board and our committee, we wanted to add some zest to this. Our APB has been very successful, and they attend all our open houses because we're, joint partners. And they call theirs Home Run.
Roadshow.
A roadshow. I'm very sorry. They're the roadshow. I'm getting confused. They're the roadshow, and we're going to call ours Home Run Thursday. So they're the basis of a baseball theme. I just came a little while ago. I stopped over to Roger Dean Stadium where we have 2 minor league teams, 2 major league teams, and I got a Jupiter Hammerhead shirt because when we introduce this, it's going to be a great thing. And we're also going to give an iPad away. Anybody who comes for 6 weeks in a row, or anytime 6 weeks has a chance to win, and we'll probably have the drawing of our Home Run Thursday at Roger Dean Stadium. And Roger Dean Stadium, by the way, is a great source for realtors because with all the spring training and all the people who come, they have so many visitors. And so it's a win-win situation again for everybody networking together.
Okay, so if you come to the meeting, so every time you attend a meeting, you'll get a chance
To win an iPad.
to win the iPad. So if you come to all 6 meetings, you'll have as many, the maximum number of chances, 6 in the bucket, to win the iPad.
Yeah, and it will draw some enthusiasm. We're going to have the baseball theme. We're calling the prize a Grand Slam with the new Home Run Thursday baseball theme that we have. So we think it's an exciting, invigorating way, especially over the summer months, which the season's a little bit low, to get this rejuvenated, and we'll get ready for season.
Yeah, and you've got, business partners that really are involved with a lot of associations.
Right.
So, it's just another way to make things a little more exciting as we're out there trying to market our properties.
And we hope everybody hits a home run on Thursday.
Absolutely. Tell everybody how they can reach you if they have any more questions, not only about Home Run Thursdays, but real estate questions in general. Of course, you're from Paradise Real Estate International and our local expert.
Thank you. My cell phone is 561-402-9920, and my email is bill@paradiserei.com. And I look forward to answering any questions, and I look forward to inviting you to the association meetings. It's a great place, and it sometimes astounds me why more people aren't trying to hit this home run that we're talking about.
I just thought of something else before we go. You also mentioned that there's some kind of tips that go on each week too.
Tip of the day, tip of the week. Not only do you get the knowledge, you get the updated information, and a lot of times people will come and say, I'm going to have a listing next week. So you get knowledge in advance of the market, you get a tip on what's going on this week, something that's happening in the community. So you walk out of there, not only there with house knowledge, friends, networking, but the updated knowledge.
I didn't want to miss that because I've seen that going on where an agent will stand up and say, by the way, next week I have this coming, and most agents are sitting with some kind of buyers looking for something in particular, and in this kind of market when it's so heated up, they miss out on a lot of opportunities. So this sort of gives you that heads up.
And many weeks I can tell you where deals are made right at the meeting.
That's right.
Oh, I have this investment, I have an investor, I have a person, back and forth. So it's a great opportunity for everyone.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us today, Bill. As usual, we had a great time.
Thank you.